Alright, so we are gonna play. I'm gonna play La Llorona. I'm gonna try to teach it to you in best way possible. Ideally, you want to be able to read music and read it well. So there's different levels of reading music. You always can be improving and getting better. And what do I mean by better? Being able to play it faster. So without having to think so much of what the notes are. Let me get right here so you can see my fingers. So we're going to start on the G string with that dotted half note. At the beginning, remember the trumpets start the piece. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1. Da 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 da. 3, 2, open D string, 3 on the G, F natural, and that's twice. And that's where we can stop. Remember, when you're practicing, you want to do little pieces at a time. So that would be where the phrase ends and the new one starts. That's a new phrase, a new concept. So this one right here, practice that a couple times till you get it good. It's 1 finger on the D string, which is E, 2 on the G, back to the E. With the slur down, up, and then again down. First 2 notes down and then up on the E. And then the new phrase, 3 on the E, which is the note A. 3 3 0 3. And then you have a lot of up bows for the next parts. So starting again on measure 9, 3 3 0 3, down bow. And then up bow, 0 3. 2, 3 on the A, and then back to the 3 up bow, F natural, I forgot one of the up bows. That's why my bow seems out of place. So again, it's down. And then up bow. This is the one I forgot. And then up bow again. And a lot of you, when you're trying to figure out which string my finger's on, a lot of you will look at the finger, and I can see myself already. It's difficult to see what string I'm playing on if you look at my finger. So don't look at my finger. Instead, look at my bow. Is it moving like this? If it is, that means I'm changing string. If it's just moving like this, that means I'm on the same string. This means I'm changing strings. Again, ideally, the music will tell you what string the notes are on. Okay, going down to letter A. Todos me dicen el D string, 2 on the D, low F. And that's 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Low F natural, so low second finger. Slurs. This is we've been doing this quite a few times already now. This is the 1 on the D, 2 on the G. So that's a theme that we're doing constantly, and there, again, we have it at the end of letter A. Okay, let's go on to B. Letter B is the same thing as the beginning. Da, 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 da. 1 2. So right now we're at measure 36. We have a 4 measure rest. Then we have the F natural. This is measure 40. And then that theme. Okay, we're now at letter C. So far the hardest thing has been this part. There's a lot of string crossings there. And then the up bows. And the slurs. That's what should take you most of the time when you're practicing this. Remember, it should be memorized, so that's another skill that you need to start practicing. So now we're at letter C. Letter C is exactly the same thing as letter A. So watch out for those patterns. You realize that, and then that means you don't have to spend so much time on it. When you're memorizing it, just remember, play the same thing as letter A. So for memorizing, there's two things. Memorizing how the part goes and memorizing where you come in. So keep that in mind. The easy thing to memorize is how the part goes. The hard thing to memorize is where it comes in with the singing. Okay, we're now at letter D. One finger on the G, which is A. Same thing as the beginning. So far nothing's new. Measure 65, F natural. And then the theme. And then the DS al coda means we go back to the DS, which is at measure 1. Da, 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 da. So we repeat back to the beginning, basically. Let's finish off at the coda, which is measure 69. We have the theme. So measure 69 right at the very end. We call that the coda because it's the second coda. And then the end, Llorona, or Llorona, or Llorona. The ending notes, the last 5 measures, we don't play those. We sing those. Right before I end the video, let me play the hard part again. So, first of all, get the theme. We're calling this the theme. Make sure you can dominate that because we have it in so many places. We have, which is similar, actually an octave lower, an octave higher. This is at measure 15 and 16 E. One on the A, back to the E. Alright, but the hard part is the ba 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 ba, measure 9. Measure 9. And then up bow. And then up bow. Low 1, and then up bow. Yeah, make sure you're playing the low 1 because it's F natural. There's no sharps in this song. Let's do it one more time. Measure 9. Up. Low 2. And then up. And then up. So for you to know what string I'm playing the fingers on, remember you can try to look at the finger itself. It's a little hard. You can try to see where the bow is. That's a bit easier because there's a big difference between the E string and the A string. Or even better, listen to the sound. So the 2 on the A, you should kind of have that memorized in terms of bum, 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 where it sounds, because it's way different than bum, bum, bum. Okay, so if all you see is a 2, but you hear that, you know it's on the A string. You know that's on the E string. Same thing with all the fingers. That can't be on the E string because that doesn't sound like the E. That sounds like something that would be on the E. All these notes have their distinct sounds, so try to, I'm not telling you to memorize the exact pitch, but a ballpark of, okay, that sounds like it's more likely to be on the A string than on the E string. So if you had to guess, make it an educated guess, and chances are you're going to get it right. If you make an educated guess, if you're just flipping a coin, you're going to get it wrong 50% of the time. All right, happy practicing. See you on Sunday.